You may stand wherever you wish.
I can, okay.
Would you like to introduce, or would you like me to? Okay. Hello again, STEM Playground. Now we have Catherine Mackey. She is the Science Program Manager from ADE, and she is going to talk to you about
Grasping Phenomenal Science, Professional Development and Support for Teachers.
There we go.
All right. I have a fan club here with me. So, good afternoon. As she said, I'm Kathy Mackey. I've been with the Department of Education for almost 13 years. And in that time, I've done assessment, I've done curriculum, and now I'm doing professional development. And that's the best part of anything I've done, because I get to work with, you can't see them, but some wonderful people here sitting here in these seats. And so that's the best part of my job. So you're seeing on your screen, you're seeing where is your school in implementing the Arkansas K-12 science standards. Where are you on this path? Because it's a journey, folks. It's a journey, all right? And we kind of used a scale of 0. If you've not changed your instruction, or if you're a principal and you're going in classrooms and saying they're doing the same lesson they did 10 years ago, you're probably a 0, okay? If you're going in classrooms and they can show you, the teacher can show you that their curriculum is aligned to the standards and what particular standard, they can show, you can see it in their instruction that they're doing 3-dimensional instruction, and you know that their assessments are formatively assessing, and when they do project-based learning or they do summative assessments, it is aligned completely, and they can show, the teacher can show you exactly which standard that assessment is meeting. Then you are a very lucky person. You're a very hardworking person, because you're there, okay? We kind of hadn't seen that yet, so please, my email is catherine.mackey@arkansas.gov. Send me an email message and let me come see your school, because I would love to see that, because I know there are schools that are getting there. I just haven't seen one that's totally there. You know why? It is a journey. It's a journey. So most places I've been, they've said they're at about a 2. And now I didn't put a descriptor for a 2, but I make them tell me why they believe they're a 2, okay? Because, you know, you're going to see some things. We've changed this or we've changed that. Mainly it's first you got to start looking at the standards, okay? And so that's why grasping phenomenal science is so important. So let's take a look at the next slide. Let's just look at the logo here, GPS. We said it's a journey, right? You're headed on a new journey. You want to know how to get there? You're going to pull up GPS, right? So that's the journey. But the letters, it's not global positioning system. It is grasping phenomenal science, okay? And grasping, we've got to grab a hold of it and hold tight, stick with it, keep going, grasp onto it, don't let it go. It's going to help you move forward. Phenomenal. That's the word we're going to focus on here. We're going to talk about phenomena, okay? So phenomena, we're going to get there. And everybody knows what science is, right? Right? It's that stuff you do after you finish math and literacy, right? No. It's the reason to use math and literacy, right? Right. I have my groupies down here, they agree. So why did we choose to focus on phenomena? So phenomena are observable events, processes, objects, or things whose causes and properties can be investigated and explained using empirical evidence. We want kids to look at the world through scientific lenses. We want them to say, oh, well, I noticed this happens when this happens. There must be some cause or effect relationship there. We want them to think in cause and effect. We want them to think in patterns, and yes, that supports math. We want them to, and computer science as far as that goes. So we want them to begin to build knowledge in science, not just, our old standards were just building knowledge. Stop, just build knowledge, that's all we care. Repeat back to me the word photosynthesis, what does it mean? We're way past that now, okay? We want them to develop their ideas based on evidence, scientifically gathered evidence, that can to help them explain and predict phenomena. How does that phenomena work? Why is that? It's like this, because I've already studied this and I see a pattern for this. So you're beginning to look at the world through various phenomena. Next. All right, within our website, to define grasping phenomenal science, we've added a new page to our website and some links to help you get there as quickly as possible. So, arkansasid.gov. If you click there, is it going to let us do it? Okay, great. Now we have the live site up. Thank you, Miss Kelly. And I want you to just go to S for Science up in the top. Now, if you scroll down, you'll just find just the word science, not science standards, not science anything else, just science, and click on that. Now, when you get to that site, you will see in our periodic table theme, cute, that's cute, yeah. So, standards and courses, so if you want to know, if you hadn't seen the standards yet, please start there, okay? We're 4 years into standards. So, yeah, but I know I still go places and people are not aware yet we have new standards. So, don't be ashamed, just go check them out, okay? I want to direct you to the professional development link right there. When you get here, you'll see our logo. You can actually learn more about by clicking on that first link. We don't have to go there right now, but you can find your science specialist at your local co-op from here. But Kelly's going to click on us for looking at state-supported face-to-face PD, professional learning. So if you'll scroll down this page, first you see a list of all our PDs, but as you scroll down the page, you will see that you can sign up for any of these professional development opportunities, find your cooperative, click on the link, it shows you the date it happens. We have 9 professional development sessions. We have intro, which is designed for, if you've never been to GPS, please start there. It helps you to understand the standards a little bit better, and it gets you started on a path, on this journey with our GPS that we're taking. We also have K2 and 3-4 specific STEM sessions where we are helping elementary teachers embed science instruction into their literacy block. We know you're going to teach literacy. You've got to read about something. They're going to write about something. They might as well be reading and writing about science and doing science. Don't leave off the doing the science. Okay? We also have professional development on unit building. We have professional development on, so if you have already been in GPS and you have not begun to build units of instruction, this is where you start. If you're working on your solution tree, on your PLCs, this fits right in with PLCs, the discussion about essential standards, all of that comes up during this professional development. The rest of the professional development sessions that you will see are tied to the practices that we engage in science using the language of the ACT Aspire. So you will see data, you'll see scientific investigations, you'll see data representation, you'll also see modeling. And then there's also a formative assessment, specific professional development. So you've got anything that your heart desires, just get started. If you don't want to go to intro first and you just want to go to data, go to data. Choose what fits your needs where you're at, okay? Thank you, Miss Kelly, for our tour of the website. That was great. All right, equity. The Arkansas Department of Education, we're really beginning to think about that equity piece, all students. So because you're not all here with me. I'm going to read this to you, something I don't necessarily always do. But equity in science education requires that all students are provided with equitable opportunities to learn science and become engaged in science and engineering practices with access to quality space, equipment, and teachers to support and motivate their learning and engagement, and adequate time spent on science. In addition, the issue of connecting students' interests and experiences is particularly important in broadening participation in science. The things that you see in red are things that most of the time someone in your district or school has control of that, right? Someone in your district or school, it may not be the teacher, it may be the principal, the superintendent, the curriculum coordinator, the federal programs person. Somebody in your district is controlling that issue. If you don't have one of these things available to you to teach science at the way it needs to be taught, you need to find out who you need to talk to. I'd love for you to share this slide with them, this presentation with them, and let them know that if you don't have enough space, what can we do? Can you go outside? Sure. If you don't have enough equipment, guess what? Your co-ops have a lot of equipment that you can borrow and use. So there are ways around some of these things. So we need to think about how can we get science for all kids, K through 12. Okay? And one thing that we're hoping is driving this is that science has a place in the ESSA plan. And science, if you are an administrator and you're not aware of this yet, science actually counts. It gets students more engaged. They come to school. There's data that says kids come to school when they are engaged. Science can be the driver that gets them engaged. You get points for students coming to school. You get points for science achievement. Your school gets points for growth within science. Reading on grade level, that's there because when kids are interested in what they're reading and they're doing something with it, reading scores go up. Okay? ACT is another piece of that. So all of that will impact student success, and it's all about the kids, right? It's all about the kids. Now, you're thinking if you were a 1 or a 2 or maybe even a 3 or a 4, we want you to know that there are steps that you can take to move forward. We want to continue to grow on this journey. Remember GPS, it's a journey. It's a journey that we're on to improve science instruction. So your first step, find who your science specialist is at your local cooperative. If you are a part of a district that does not have a cooperative, such as Little Rock, then you need to contact your curriculum person, your principal, and find out who you can reach out to. Be happy to reach out to me or to anyone else at the department in our STEM unit to find out how we can help best support you. We do not want you to be left out of the system. We will help you in any way that we can. Okay? So it's a journey. We just have to first know where we're at on our journey so we know how to get there, right? Okay? We have some tools and some resources for helping you think about that. We have that, if you will, when you get this presentation, you can download this actually on the website where I just showed you as a resource. It's available there as well. You can also use these tiny URLs. We'll take you to that sign-up page that we showed you, and you can download this whole flyer. This is about not just the PD, but the ongoing support for you. What's available to help you implement these standards? You're not isolated and alone. We don't want you to go at this on your own. We don't give you all the help and support that we can. So that information there is available to you. It's not just PD, it's ongoing classroom level support. Okay? So, another resource that's available to you is if you are at a 0 or you are at a 1, then your school district, and it doesn't have to be a principal, any teacher can download this and think about, where do I start? How do I start changing classroom instruction? What do I do? This resource is a planning guide for you thinking about changing science instruction for the better for your students. So feel free to download that and use it however you would like. Okay, if you've got questions, I did not put my contact information up there, but it's my name, Catherine.Mackey@arkansas.gov. Feel free to contact me if you have questions. Also, on the website where we showed you, you can contact us there. Our contact information is on those pages as well. So please feel free to give us a call. We can help you in any way. You may also want to start with your cooperative and the specialists that are located there to help you out as well. So thank you very much. I'm looking forward to you going farther on your journey towards improving science instruction. Thanks. Are we done? Come on. You're welcome. Thank you for your help.